Hey everybody, it's Joric. Welcome back. I hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. Today I wanted to just talk briefly about traveling here in Portugal. So it's a Europe travel video, specifically Portugal, and being careful when you're traveling, especially through this country, and when you are doing leisure or recreation activities, being smart about it. And where I'm going with that is just at the top, I'm showing you here that someone in Porto on the Louis V Bridge jumped off and died. And that terrible, tragic event. But in recent years, that's a place, as you're looking at this bridge here, there's two levels to it, a top level and the bottom, and people would get on the bottom level, usually in the summertime, and they would jump off the bridge for fun. Sometimes it was to jump and then be able to get deep enough into the water where they might be able to put their hands into the bottom and see if there's any coins there that they could find. But it's generally a place where people would clap and almost egg the person on to be able to jump in. But these things happen more frequently than what you may know. And with Portugal, you have the surf culture, the international, one of the big spots, Nazare. You have a number of people that are outdoorsy and want to be able to backpack, get into the mountain areas along Spain, but along the coastal areas specifically. I'm using the bridge example to talk about places where in the Algarve, with all of the beautiful scenery, the cliffs along the coastline, all along the Algarve, but then from the Algarve and Sagres all the way north past Porto, there's some beautiful places to capture photos. There are a number of places where people might climb onto the rocks and do their own version of cliff diving into the water. And I just wanted to make this video as more of a public service announcement that we do, because we live here, see so many people each year, both locals and tourists. I'll say it's mostly tourists that get on a cliff, they jump, and they find them later not alive, or they'll do this bridge jumping and maybe they don't die, but they are seriously injured by doing that. And you got to ask yourself, is the frivolity of doing it for giggles, is it worth it? And obviously I don't think your life's worth doing this, but so many people come and they see all these beautiful, almost like sculpted cliffs and mountains that they want to take advantage of it, and they want to kind of be one with it somehow, or they want to get the one photo that no one's ever taken of a particular angle of a particular cliff or water or something in Portugal, or they want to be able to jump off a cliff literally into the water. And I'm hopeful that when you're here, you're respectful of the land, and you're also respectful of Mother Nature, knowing that at any given time, one wrong step or one missed or slipped step could be tragic for you. Lastly, closer to Porto is not close to us, but closer here in Lisbon, there's a place called Cabo do Inferno, and it's a little area where the water comes in, and depending on tide and whatnot, you could be standing around and the water kind of gushes up a little bit on you, and then in low tide you get to see all the rocks, but the water kind of comes in and then gets sucked out and comes in. And throughout the course of the year, there are always people that jump in and try to time it to when the water's rushing in. And every year we've been here, there have been multiple deaths reported where someone jumped at the wrong time, and they jumped right onto the rocks as the water was coming out, or the water wasn't coming in as much, or they jump in and they get sucked out, and while they're getting sucked out into the ocean, they hit their head on something and unconscious. So as you're traveling around and as you hit Portugal, and as you see things that you may be prone to do, I'm going to try to jump off this bridge because it's a cool thing, or I'm going to climb up onto these rocks because I want a certain photo, or I'm going to jump into the water. Just be cautious, because it's something that it doesn't get reported. There's probably no other videos made of this, but it just hit me that maybe it's just worth letting people know if you happen to see this. Be respectful of Portugal, be respectful of the land that you're on, because or the structure that you're on, because any false move may prove tragic. So just be mindful of that. So that's the PSA video for this. Please don't be stupid, and enjoy your day and enjoy your travels.